Productivity. Who doesn't want to be productive? We all want to do things that we love and be good at it, be successful at it, and be able to make a living out of it. But the problem is, being productive is not as easy as just living, just breathing, just existing. It takes more to become a productive person. One of the key things that successful people or people who have achieved great things in life have in common is that they are productive. They use their time very well and they are able to do things. In this video, I'm going to give you my top 5 tips for being productive. Thanks for staying tuned. If you are just stumbling upon my channel, do well to subscribe, and if you like this video, do like it as well. The first point I'd like to share with you has to do with lists. Over the past few years, I think 2 years, I've been experimenting with list building. So on a daily basis, I create a list of what I should get done, and according to that list, I put them according to priority. So the thing that, if I don't do anything at all in the day, I have to get that particular thing done. It's number 1 on top. So after that, I move to the next, and in order of priority, I arrange them in that order. I've found that it's not every day I'm able to do these lists, but most of the time that I'm able to do a list and follow through it, I'm averagely 70 to 80% more productive than a normal day that I don't put together a list or anything of that sort. So creating lists can actually be very productive for you because it gives you a sense of focus. You don't have to think about what you are going to do because everything is already outlined in the list for you. So you know that number 1, I'm supposed to study. Number 2, I'm supposed to prepare for this job interview. Number 3, I'm supposed to call my mom. Number 4, I'm supposed to do this, do that. Then everything is set out for you. You know that, okay, at least if you don't get to the bottom, which probably you may not be able to do everything that you set out to do, but at least you can do what you've put at the top of the list for that day. And if you're able to do even at least just one thing well each day and complete it for each day, you are going to set yourself on the path of success. Number 2, the second point I want to talk about is stop judging yourself. One of the key stumbling blocks when it comes to productivity, as per my experience, is that we tend to criticize ourselves too much. We judge ourselves too much. We put in a little effort, it's not working, and we say, oh, I'm a bad person, I'm not so good at it, let me just give up and sit around and do nothing, or let me change my course, let me do something different. So you find people who just give up on life, or they keep moving from one thing to another. But the secret to actually becoming a success is consistency, doing one thing successfully for a long time. That's how you become an expert. That's how you become well experienced in a particular field. So next time you start judging yourself, you blame yourself for not achieving some level of success after doing something for a month or 2 or 3 months or 6 months, think through. Please don't judge yourself. Just do it. Point number 4. In this interconnected world of social media and internet and WhatsApp and everything that we have to connect with people on a daily basis, we are constantly being distracted. Companies are sending us ads, we are receiving a whole lot of things that we didn't ask for. Because of that, we have to channel our focus onto a whole wide range of things that makes it difficult for us to be able to do and focus on what really matters. As I said, if you're able to do just one thing on your to-do list for a day, like a really important thing each day, on a long-term basis, you are setting yourself up for success. But on concentrating on these distractions will take your mind off this one thing or 2 things or 3 things that you are supposed to do per day, and in the end you end up doing nothing. You go through social media, Like, you engage in unsolicited activities, and in the end, you sap your energy, you feel tired because you are doing a lot, but you're not really being productive as per your goals, your vision, or whatever you want to do for yourself. So next time you are not being productive, watch what you are feeding. Are you feeding your distractions, or you are feeding your focus? The last point I want to touch on being a productive person, as per my experience, is that you have to really pay attention to the kind of habits you are building. I found out that on days that I pay attention to what I'm doing, which are the habits, the amount of hours I sleep, the amount of hours I spend on daily reading, working on my projects and things like that, I'm able to control the habits, my activities, whatever I'm doing, because I'm paying attention and I'm focusing on what I'm doing. On days that I just do nothing, I don't have any outline, I'm not focusing on anything at all, I find out that these days I'm very less productive. Sometimes I do nothing, just sit down thinking, watching movies, doing things that don't really contribute much to my life goals. So the point is, learn to develop keystone habits. One of the keystone habits I found by my personal experience is waking up early. See, when you wake up early, your mind is attuned to the silence and the productivity of the early morning, that there are no distractions, people are not posting pictures on Instagram and asking you to go and like their Facebook page and stuff like that. So you have the time, the silence, the focus, and the clarity of mind to focus on the things that really matter to you. Because as I said, you make a list, and the first things on the list gets done first in the day. And that's how you start to build keystone habits. One thing you can also develop is the habit of constantly learning, constantly trying to improve your life. Because if you're not constantly trying to improve your life, you'd probably live 1 year for about 70 years and call it a life. But it isn't a life, it's just 1 year you've lived for several times. But there are some people, each year is a different year because they learn on based on the year. I learned something this year, and I make sure that next year it doesn't, my mistakes don't repeat themselves. I'm growing, I'm doing better, and it builds you on a spectrum, and you are setting yourself up for success, lasting success. So work on your habits. You can read books. There's a book titled Millionaire Success Habits. I read that book. It's a great book by Jim Graziosi. The guy is really good. There's another one, Atomic Habits. There are very really good books out there concerning keystone habits. So thanks for watching this video. I'm really grateful for coming along. Please subscribe and leave any comments. Leave the point that really touched you and what you're working on in your life, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks, and do have a nice day.